University of Iowa, representing the Breeze, number 20, Kate Martin. And from UConn, also representing the Breeze, the captain, number 5, Paige Bueckers.
Kate Martin has learned so much from watching Paige Bueckers. Her level-headed approach, admires the way she leads Breeze. She could have an ego, but does not. Changes a little bit in 1v1.
Paige Bueckers came for the prize and got it, winning the Xfinity Free Throw Challenge. Then the broadcast shifted to the Sprite 1-on-1 strengths for Paige and Kate Martin. Sarah explained that Noelle Quinn calls Paige a mid-range specialist, but really she's elite at creating space, finding angles, and getting to her scoring spots. She also said Kate Martin is a smart three-point shooter with a clean step back, plus she defends well, and that will translate.
Martin is her teammate with Breeze. Bueckers, up fake, and a banker.
Ross brought out both players for the 1 versus 8 matchup. Paige, as the 1 seed, got to choose who would shoot for the ball. She said she'd shoot for it, betting on herself, and she won, so it was Paige's ball. They also noted it's her first year in Unrivaled, and she's the 3rd leading scorer at 25 points per game.
Paige has often mentioned, Ice, when I start aggressive, it opens the floor for me to facilitate. You got to be aggressive at all times.
They added that she scored 22 points in each of her last 7 games. Everyone knows she can pass and set teammates up, but in a one-on-one setting she's simply a guaranteed scorer. The commentary stressed you have to stay aggressive the entire time in 1v1, and Paige did exactly that, getting downhill and finishing inside.
That's a credit to Bueckers and her strengths. No mid-range yet. Oh, a step through, dip move to go up 8-0.
Paige jumped out to a 6-0 lead. When the bracket was shown to players days earlier, Kate Martin didn't look happy and even shook her head. The commentators said Paige's efficiency is extremely high and she never plays rushed. They also pointed out Paige and Kate have played each other many times in college, so Martin knew what kind of challenge this would be. Martin finally got her first miss from Paige, then attacked instead of settling, used contact, and scored, and the crew loved that physical initiation.
The tough part is she can guard. Yes.
Free ball that rattles out. Martin credits her conditioning strides.
They mentioned Martin has trimmed down, added muscle, and locked in on her diet. She said she's feeling great about her game and hopes it carries over here, and she finally got on the board.
Bueckers' ball. A 3 would do it. Hunts in the paint. There's the mid-range, short. On the outlet, Bueckers knows she has to get out to the line quickly. Contested 3, Martin knocks it down.
It's a tough shot for Kate Martin.
Paige called a timeout, and the crew liked the timing, saying it might be to cool Kate off after she hit a tough 3. They broke down Martin's patience on the shot, using a jab, a small sidestep, and then rising with a hand in her face. They also talked about how the format lets players move the attack to different spots, like getting to the corner for a 3 instead of always starting at the top. Coming out of it, Martin attacked deep paint again and had a 5-0 run going, nearly making it 7-0.
We both mentioned it with the outlet pass. You work on those reps all the time with the coaches. You know, you spot up Bueckers window shopping. This is game point.
They praised Paige's body control on one of her finishes. The winner would move on to face Eric Ogunbowl in the 2nd round of Pod B. They explained fouls are unlimited, but a foul on the floor by Martin gave Paige a point. Paige worked the paint, Martin boxed out, and they highlighted Martin's defense. Martin tried to get a 3 off late and barely hit iron. Paige cleared it, took contact, and finished. Both players favored going left. Martin drove middle, Paige blocked it, and the shot clock reset to 7.
Bueckers a jab. Oliver takes him and inside. No shot. Shot clock violation. She already used her timeout.
The commentary said Paige had chances to close it and should finish when she can, because you don't want to let the other player gain confidence. They referenced Iowa versus UConn battles over the years. Martin spun a jumper short and thought Paige got a piece of her, but no foul was called. Then they said Paige could end it here.
This is where that eye of the tiger comes in. You're more tired than me. I'm going to finish this.
Paige Bueckers. Bullseye. She has a date with Enrique in the second round of Pod B.
On the final bucket, Paige powered her way right to the front of the rim. They said she set the tone early with physical drives, but also gave Kate credit for making it tough with strong defense. The commentator reaction was basically that the move was nasty. Then Ross came over to speak with Paige, the 1 seed in Pod B.
Congrats, Paige. Hey, you get the win, but it took a while to get that last bucket. What's the toughness for endurance and physicality and conditioning level out here?
Hold on.
Exactly.
No, it's tough. Kate's a competitor. I can see that from being her teammate every single day, that she wants to win and compete. So she was going to make nothing easy, so we both had to work for it.
Ross asked about her comfort in 1-on-1 compared to 5-on-5 and 3-on-3. Paige said it's funny because she went in planning to take all jump shots, but she didn't think she took more than one. She said she just tried to take what the game gave her, get into the paint, stay aggressive, and compete. When asked her strength in the tournament, she said her length, versatility, and ability to score at all 3 levels makes her hard to guard. Then they had her take her name to the bracket and advance. The broadcast added that even great players adjust in real time, and Paige moved on as the Pod B 1 seed. They listed other advances too and confirmed Paige will face Ogunbowl next. Afterward, they discussed how her lack of jumpers wasn't regret, it was simply what the matchup gave her, and she realized attacking the basket was where she could create the best angles and looks.
It's so important in one-on-one that you get a high percentage look for yourself. It looks different for everyone, but Bueckers get into the lane and finishing with her left, and then also her mid-range game, that's where she thrives.
They introduced the next matchup and said fans already got a preview the other night when Vinyl faced Rose.